Coming up, the Raiders and Colts face off great season. The common theme in the previous 3 meetings? Offense. These two combining for 196 points. We'll see if either defense can step up. Next.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Wentz now on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards that time for number 14.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 18 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on it's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led, of course, by their 2nd-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow forced out to his left. This one left side caught by Patterson. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Good run, Murray.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his first touch of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. He'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a run with Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wynn's going to give this to Taylor.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That nigga just bailed him nigga out. Grabbing nigga face mask.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
From the red zone now, Wentz got a man and he hits him in stride. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks. You're this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is a man he was looking for, but now it's third and goal.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he takes this one in for a close touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. From midfield now, Burrow steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage,
we got 7. We got the ball.
To take some shots downfield.
3rd quarter.
Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Burrow rolling to his left.
I'm just not running. I'm just not running with my running back. He tired, though.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. Rolling to his right. That's into the hands of Edwards. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fighting him off, and he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz gonna throw. Now he steps away. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Help with this line being let the quarterback stiff on him.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, Wentz. Now he's forced out.
Oh my!
And down inside the 15.
I got. You know what? You can't spy, huh? My fast and we have to spy, huh?
Matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good touchdown, Colts.
This fool, this 3. We got to come back in this fool. You got the quarterback running up. You get big ass stuff.
Quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now they will throw it with Burrow out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the move to his left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, Murray. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
From the 17, Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Right side caught by Jackson. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Keep it on the sneak, and he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. So now Wentz and the Colts offense down 24-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. His kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is running.